Touting my name, touting my style like an energy. I never fall short, I just keep coming. I huff and I snort to the goal, yo. I ain't your friend, ho, I take you down, though. We fight for our rights, this isn't a game. We live for the ride, we're going down in flames. We don't give nothing when nothing is due. In the end, when it falls, it's on top of you.
You are now listening to Fresco Radio. Behold.
What you doing? Hey, you got what's up, Fresco? What you doing, man? Come on, what's going on, huh? You got just what you do on my show, man? What you doing? Move!
Oh my goodness!
Whoa, what is this?
Wait!
Madam Rice, how you doing, sweetheart?
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious, like a heart attack.
Christmas is next week. What are you doing?
Yeah, you son of a bitch. Oh
my goodness.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
We done now, man.
Get up, Fresco.
Don't say that, Fresco. I'm taking over this joint. Man.
Shade.
What, this episode 13?
Yeah, episode 13.
And you ain't have a shade on since? Man, they say 13 is a bad number.
Oh my goodness. Did you really have to do that though?
I mean, I do what I have to do.
Jeez. I can't believe it. I cannot believe that you just came in and crashed the show.
I'm a party crasher. I mean, look at
Jeez, this guy over here.
all these lights.
Everybody, welcome to the Fresco Show.
No, this is the Shade Show.
Oh my.
Featuring Madam Rice from the Fresco Show. All right, let's see here. Man, this is a fancy? All right. We're going to get some hand sanitizer. Touching scrubs and stuff today.
And he's still... Oh my gosh, he's still down there.
He gonna be down there for a minute.
Babe.
All right. We gonna get this show popping. That was whatever the hell Fresco says.
Wow.
I believe he opens his show with saying, Madam Rice, Fresco news or something like that. But we're going to change it up today. It's going to be, Madam Rice, what's on the shades list for today?
Wow.
What do you mean, wow?
All right, well, okay, since this is happening right now,
yes, ma'am.
the $6, see, I can't even talk. Like, I'm so upset right now.
Oh, you're fine. You'll be fine, I promise.
Okay, $600 stimulus check.
Oh, are we going to talk about that?
Yeah.
$600 for a stimulus check after, 9 months of not having anything, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's the equivalent of having Kroger brand stuff and name brand stuff. Like, it doesn't equate. It doesn't equal out. I don't like it. I bet something is better than nothing. However,
that's true.
Why lessen it now after having us wait longer? You know?
Yeah, I feel like honestly, it's kind of Trump being like, "F you guys for not bringing me back another term."
Well, look, we did the first term.
I know, but at least we got 1,200.
True. I agree.
Jeez, Jade.
What?
I'm so upset with you right now.
No, we'll get past it. The New Year's coming up, okay? We'll leave it soon. All right. Let's go to segment number 2. Man, I like this place a lot. Look at these fancy lights.
Yeah, it's a really nice studio.
I think I might come here more often. Since Fresco don't look like he's getting up anytime.
All right, anyways.
Number 2.
Second subject. Clippers extend their new players.
Who? The who?
The Clippers.
Oh, the chokers. Doc Rivers and chokers?
The Clippers.
Clippers, chokers, same thing, tomato. Do they think that's going to help them with anything? Because they couldn't get it done multiple times. They were so close, but they just couldn't do it like the Lakers.
Are you a Lakers fan or something?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Whatever.
Yes. What do you mean, whatever? It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that ring. And Clippers ain't got no ring. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, anyways, Kawhi says he's not sure if he's gonna renew.
He better opt the hell out. He can opt out and make so much more money anywhere else. Well, almost anywhere else.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him come to the Lakers.
I'm sure you would.
That's a guaranteed ring for him right there.
I'm sure you would, Shade.
Man, I mean, think about it. If it don't make money, don't make sense.
I'm so disappointed in you right
And
now.
what?
Coming in here,
He
ruining
had it.
the show.
Madam Rice, Fresco's had this coming. He one up me, I one up him now. I think we're even, right? 1-1.
2 wrongs don't make a right.
But 3 less make a right. Think about it.
All right, third topic.
Right, number 3.
Well, today is December 21st,
Yes.
and it is the solstice.
The winter solstice, correct?
The winter solstice.
Winter solstice.
Yes, it's December.
December.
It's
all
winter.
Right. A little cold in here.
So yeah, what do you think about that? The black people, getting in touch with their DNA. It's said to be the day that black people are getting their superpowers or unlocking their superpowers.
Well, if that's true, then I'm waiting on mine. I guess it's coming snail mail or something. But my friends have told me, they're like, hey, make sure you get your vibes right, stay in a positive attitude all day.
What's up? Boom!
There he is. That's right, baby. Kick his ass.
You in trouble now.
That's what you get, Shade. How you feeling, Fresco?
Security, get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Out. O-U-T spells out. Get him out, security.
This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. How dare the Shade come on my show, my platform, and try to take me out, hijack my show. I'll tell you what was the last topic you said? Black superpowers? I just showed mine right now, courtesy of Luke Cage, and he just got a taste of his own medicine. Now, once again, let me give you a proper introduction. Welcome to another jam-packed edition of the Fresco Show, episode Lucky 13. Ha ha! Madam Rice, how are you doing tonight?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, I'm feeling good.
I'm real hyped up right now. I'm real hyped up. We got a huge lineup going on tonight, folks. We got an all-star cast coming on the set today. But first things first, I need me a drink. I need a drink, and today, since we had Mr. Chris Bay coming on the show, I got a little something different.
Oh, you got wine today.
I got some wine today. Word on the grapevine
Fancy.
was, he likes a little wine every once in a while, so, I'm still ghetto. I still put it in cups. I still put it in cups. It is all good.
It's all good.
But we about to
Man.
get this thing
What kind of
started,
wine is
folks.
that?
It says Moscato.
Yum.
I'm not much of a wine drinker. You
Yeah.
know, I've had some here and there. I
Yeah.
take whatever as long as it gets the job done. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Bottoms up.
there it is.
Nice. Don't forget, folks, we are live on all different platforms right now on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter,
Yep.
Facebook, the Go Live Vegas app, Periscope, and Twitch, folks. Don't forget, we are live everywhere, guys. Keep it locked right here. You know what? We don't got time to mess around. We don't. We will be right back after a quick commercial break, and we'll get right into our next and our first guest, Big Juicy.
Woohoo!
Don't go anywhere.
Stay locked.
Are you looking for a reliable place to get a haircut? Or is it time for your man to get that shape up? Look no further than Las Vegas's own A1 Barbershop. Located in the heart of the Boulevard Mall to fulfill all of your hair needs. With top-tier barbers such as Slow, artist Cushy Jackson, and Fresco's personal barber Brennan.
Are you looking for someone to provide training to your sales staff? Do you need a motivational speaker about how to handle change? Do you have an upcoming event that needs an MC to handle those responsibilities? Well, look no further than longtime Las Vegas radio personality Aaron Phillips. I am local to Las Vegas, and I can blend my talents with any audience. For more information, please visit www.aaronphillipsvoice.com and book me for your next event or training needs.
Yeah, come on, play the music for me. Let's go. Let's play the music for me. I'm feeling real good right now. I've been, it's been a long, long time since I got knocked out like that, and it took a little bit to get me back in. But we back in the fuego.
I know, you're back.
I'm feeling real good right now. We are having some things going on, but we will be fully live with everything going on, folks. But first things first, we got a guest.
We do.
We got a guest. I hope he's online right now. This is a guy who's been really making his way throughout the independent scene in just a short amount of time. This has been a pattern for my guests here tonight, finding quicker and more efficient ways to the top.
Right.
One of my few rogues galleries I've met throughout the year. Tough opponent, big, juicy, in the house. How you doing today, Toko? What's going on with you, man?
Welcome.
What's up, Toko? How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing good, man. You just seen me a minute ago putting in the work on the shade. So, I'm real hyped up, man. Real hyped up, man. How you living, big dog?
Man, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Shoot, you look like you're doing great yourself. You got your own little show going on.
Oh, man, I'm just trying to keep
on
it.
all platforms. Come on,
man, just trying to give out, man. Just trying to do something different, man. You know how it goes, man. Shoot.
Yes,
before we get into you, I have a few clips that I wanted to play. The first one I wanted to show you, and I want you to tell me real quick what was going through your mind when you did this.
all right.
Yes, sir. Oh my goodness! Look at that! Wow. That's 3 people on your shoulders, man. 3 people on your shoulders. What was going through your mind on that day of that particular show at the Collective?
Man, so I got there early because there's a couple of shows before spring break.
Yeah.
And so I was just doing my the ring crew and ringing the bells for the show. It's still doing still paying dues and stuff. And then
Right.
When the show started, I went to the back and I was sitting in the back getting ready, and I'm like, yo, I'm about to be on one of the flagship shows of the Collective, like one of the shows that they build around. I was like, this is my first time that anybody here has ever seen me work, and I gotta pull out all the stops. First thing I thought to myself, they're like, hey, you're gonna be in the cluster. I'm like, say less. First thing that came to my mind, I said, I gotta hit the meanest Samoan drop. So I hit the first Samoan drop, and they was like, what else you wanna do? I said, oh, let's do it. 3-man Samoan drop, got him on the shoulders and went.
Yeah, I have to ask, is the Samoan drop that the move that we saw where he had the 3 people on his back?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Yeah. Man, we of course have faced off before. We have faced at the Level Up Expo earlier this year, one of my favorite matches. But there was one particular moment that I didn't enjoy. If we can go to that clip real quick, we can show what happened. And I'll never forgive you for this, Juicy. Never forgive you for this.
Oh, it's you, Fresco.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I remember it one more time with that, but we didn't. That was not. We shouldn't have done that. I should have got out the way, but you decided to take advantage of me and try to hit me and crush me. You lucky I'm a tough nigga, man. Otherwise, another guy would have folded by that, Juicy. You lucky that. You lucky.
You tough. You took 2 of them.
Yeah.
You took 2 of them. Most people don't even want to take 1, but you took 2.
You know how it go, man. You know
tough,
how it
bro.
go. It's all well and good, man. Let me ask you, for young Tongan, what was the first thing that caught your eye when you thought of professional wrestling? Was it something that you grew up with? Was it something that you picked up later? Explain to me kind of what got you into professional wrestling in the first place.
So, I used to watch wrestling with my dad. When I grew up on a farm, so when my dad would get done milking the cows and doing some farm work. He'd come in, and this was when, yeah, we didn't have no cable, so we was running on the local channels. And this is at the time when SmackDown was on Thursday nights, and they're when they had like the oval background and stuff. This one was that's around that time when I started getting into wrestling. I was hella young, but I used to get it. I used to get in with my dad, and it's when I seen Rikishi. When I seen Rikishi, I was like, yo, like he looked just like me, and he's on TV.
Yeah.
Like this not only is this a local channel, bro, but like this is streaming everywhere, all around the country, and to see somebody who looked just like me doing this thing on TV, that's the thing that like really caught my eye. Like, oh damn, I want to be a wrestler. And then, as I got older, I didn't really get it. I've always been into wrestling, but I never knew how to get into wrestling.
Right.
That makes sense? How to,
Yeah, for sure.
So then I started doing amateur wrestling and stuff, and then, playing ball. But wrestling has always been in the back of my mind. Like, it's always been my first love, my first sport. So,
I got you. Excellent. So you grew up in the Bay Area, correct?
in LA or in the SoCal area.
Okay, SoCal. SoCal. You grew up in SoCal. Your dad put you on to wrestling. When was the moment when you finally said, you know what? Forget this. I'm going to give it a real shot. I'm going to go try to find my way and see how I can get some training to become a pro wrestler.
This was, I think, 2 weeks before I dropped out of college. Man, I was doing bad in college. I was stressing, and I was going to junior college. I was away from home, and this was like the time where I was doing like real bad in school, and my coach were talking to me. I think I was going into my third year, and they were talking to me like, "Hey, it's not looking pretty good. Like, it's not looking like you'll be able to play this season." But I think a month before that, I was watching. You remember that HBO special about Andre the Giant?
Mm-hmm. I watched it.
Yeah.
Very good series.
Yeah. So I was watching that. I think a month, and I was like, damn. And I started getting back because I always watched WWE, but from then I started getting into indie wrestling. I started like, damn, like I never discovered this before.
Yeah.
So then I started watching like indie wrestling, like GCW, ICW. I was getting into all that stuff, and I was like, bro, where has this been? I've never seen any of this stuff before. And then I think the day they told me, hey, we're just gonna, you're gonna have to either stay a whole nother semester and try to get your credits back so you can play next year, but you're gonna have to pay out of pocket. I'm like, oh no, I'm done. So it was like, you have to pay out of pocket, this and that, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's cool. Like, so I got my release papers. I went and went to the cashiers, like, hey, I want to drop out of my classes. I'm done with school for now. They're like, oh, okay. So I dropped out, and that very same day, I went into the library and I looked up pro wrestling schools. And that very same day, I went and enrolled.
Wow.
Like my first that day, I quit football.
Talk about taking a chance.
Yeah, good for you.
I feel like a lot of wrestlers get to that point in time where they're doing.
Yeah.
And, you're in college. You're trying to make it work. You're trying to do the proper procedures, but just something is just not sitting right with you.
Yeah.
I can feel that from you as well. You take a big chance. What does your parents say when you tell them, "Hey, I'm gonna become a pro wrestler. I'm gonna try to make this work"?
So with that, my mom wasn't happy. This was my dad passed away in my second year of college. So this was going to school wasn't really like, I knew I didn't want to go to school. Like, that's just, but my parents had an influence on that. They're like, just go try school, and at the time, I always loved football. So they're like, just go play ball, try to figure something out for yourself. And then after, the first, everybody has their college days. College is fun, outside of school. But then the reason you're really there, it sucks. So then, I'm in classes and I just wasn't happy and stuff. So when my dad passed away, I just really had to sit down and like really think if this was really for me, and really just be like, damn, like, all right, I'll just give it a shot. So I gave the spring football a shot, and I just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until I called my mom. I'm like, Mom, I think I'm gonna try wrestling. I always loved it. Like, I used to get beat up because I used to take wrestling magazines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I used to take them to school in elementary school, and I used to be in my bag reading them instead of doing whatever I was supposed to be doing. So I used to get beat up for that. Like,
Man, I can't imagine no one beating you up, man. I can't imagine that.
I was obsessed with wrestling, bro. Like, for real. Like, I was really obsessed with the whole wrestling thing. And so when I told my mom that I wanted to try this wrestling stuff, she was like, all right, she wasn't really too thrilled about it. But she was like, but my mom, she supported me whatever I do.
Right.
She supported me. She's like, all right, let's give this a shot. So started training and stuff, and then ended up moving down to the Bay Area to start training for real.
Okay. So we fast forward. You start training. How easy or how difficult was it for you to pick up the game and get accustomed to just taking bumps and just learning the craft of being a pro wrestler?
So I think I transitioned pretty easily into wrestling because, mind you, we just barely finished spring camp.
Yeah.
We were doing full on hitting, full pads and everything. So my body still had that the callus of really like the impact of everything. So when I got into the ring, taking bumps and stuff, it wasn't really hard for me. It was like the rolling and stuff, like doing like the simple like forward rolls and back. Like I couldn't do those at all. Like I was just so stiff. Like I couldn't like shoot myself back to do a forward roll or any of that stuff. So that took more time than the bumps for me.
I see. Well, I mean, how many years do you have in the game right now? What, two right now, or 3? Or
2 years. 2 years in April.
Okay, you've done quite a bit so far in almost 2 years of the game. I seen you out here in Vegas earlier, and then I see you on the big spot in the Independence at GCW. Now we've all heard the story, but about you, taking the chance on yourself and making the flight. But just explain to me kind of how that was for you. You were already coming up, kind of building your own name up slowly but surely, but you skyrocketed to another level once you had the eyes of GCW on you.
Yeah. So it's kind of pretty much a similar story with Level Up. When Versus Pro had the Level Up, I pretty much came out there with no guarantee to level up, and then I did the Rumble and I did the tag team gauntlet, and then Beast hit me up and was like, "You want to do a singles match with Fresco?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, let's do the singles match." So when I pretty much had the same game plan that I had for Versus that I did with GCW. So with them, ring crew's a big part, bro.
Yeah.
Ring crew's a big part in paying your dues. And so leading up to that, because remember, the collective was going to be in Tampa for maybe a week.
Right, that's right.
So I had already had tickets for that to go to Tampa because I was going to do the same thing in Tampa. That was the goal in the beginning. And then when they got canceled, we ended up canceling flights and stuff, and we got credit for it. So as soon as they got announced that they're bringing it back in October, I'm like, damn, I gotta go. Like, it's the middle of the pandemic, nobody's working. Like, the collective is the WrestleMania of independent wrestling. If you're not an independent wrestler, like, this is where you need to be to get your eyes on it. So, man, I was hitting everybody up. Nobody was hitting your boy back. And I was like,
damn.
I was like, damn, I don't know what I'm finna do.
They faving you?
It wasn't until I hit up Jimmy Lloyd. And I was like, hey, bro, is there anything I can do to, come help? I need to do some ring crew. I'll be down there to help with ring crew. And he was like, yeah, ring crew's on Thursday at 11. And I'm like, damn, my flight's supposed to take off on Thursday at 10. I just got off a 15-hour shift. Called the airlines. I'm like, hey, can I switch my flight for today? Your last flight going out to Indianapolis. Ended up like just packing my bag real quick, heading to the airport, got there, then went and did ring crew. Just everything I was doing at the collective. I wouldn't just sit around, because there's those people who say they want to help, with ring crew and stuff, and they just chilling, they they don't have a care in the world, they're just happy to be there. But with me, I flew from California, there's a reason why I'm here. Like, either I'm gonna network, but somebody's gonna see me here. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I got there, I just straight to work. Just started working. Everywhere I seen anybody. Even the people I didn't know. I'm like, hey, is there anything I can do for you? Can I help with this or that? You need help here and there. So that's the way I pretty much got everyone's attention. Like, damn, who's this big cat? Asking everybody if he can help.
Yeah. Oh,
So
man.
I think that took them by surprise. That I was just taking the initiative of just, hey, can I help? Or, hey, what do you need for me to do? This and that. So,
it's something that everyone always teaches us to do, is to make your opportunities happen, and to control control your own destiny when it comes to things like that. You've definitely shown that. Took a chance on yourself, and it's paid off big. You're on a really fast, trajectory right now. I got to ask you, for any goals as far as the next year or two, where do you see yourself doing the next 2 years in the game?
I don't know if it's realistic, but I gave myself a time frame from January to, I want to say, June. From January to June, that's going to be the time where I hit it hard.
Okay.
Really try to get a contract soon. In a few weeks, I'll be putting in my 2-week notices at both jobs, because I work 2 jobs right now. I'll be doing wrestling full time. So really trying to focus on my ring stuff, and really try to focus on getting this merch stuff up. So I'll be doing wrestling full time once January hits.
Man, you got me hyped, man. You talking about the dream right here of saying, hey, you know what? I'm dropping this damn job, and my job, I am the job. So that's real awesome to see, man. Just seeing your growth, seeing how you conduct yourself on the socials, and seeing the kind of response you're getting from fans and and workers alike, man. You're definitely doing right. You're doing the right things, Juicy. I'm telling you that right now. You're doing a lot of the right things. You're on the map. Keep doing what you're doing. I remember seeing you earlier in October at the FSW when you faced Shogun, and that match had everyone feeling real crazy. Like, man, that
was a good match.
That was an excellent match. Very impressive. You even impressed our old guy Joe, man. He was like, all right, we got to bring him back. He was doing all that. So, we get that kind of impression. I can see why it was. Oh, you gonna put that picture up? You gonna pick that picture up?
It's a good pick.
It looked good. That was the pre-tattoo.
see, that was old Joe. I see, there we go. That's a little better one right there. That's a better one. Yeah, that's a better one right there. Hell yes, hell yeah. But Juicy, man, you've been really kicking ass. I wanted to hit you and give you that, because I know that you've earned it, and people need to know more about Big Juicy, as far as what you bring to the table. And and before I let you go, man, is there anything you want to get off your chest right now to the audience, to the fan base, to whoever who's listening right now?
First and foremost, God is good. God is great. Without him, I don't think I'd be here. I'm happy that my parents instilled that in me. Second of all, I want to thank you for the opportunity. Me and you, we faced off earlier this year, and who would have known that, look at us. I would just tell you got your show going, like we doing great things,
Appreciate it, man.
And it makes me happy seeing you. Makes me happy. Like when we see each other at FSW and at Versa, I'm like, damn, that's my dog right there. You know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, for
So
sure,
every time
man.
we see each other, it's nothing but love. So those are the type of relationships that are genuine and stuff. Something I can tell the fans is, see, if you really want it, then you can just, ain't nobody stopping you but you. So go get it. Just like Nike say, just do it. You know.
Ooh, I like that, man. I like that, man. Thank you so much for stopping by, Juice. We appreciate you spending time with us tonight, man. We gonna holler at you later, folks. We'll be right back for a quick commercial break. Then we'll bring on the ultimate finesser. Don't you go anywhere.
Are you looking for a reliable place to get a haircut? Or is it time for your man to get that shape up? Look no further than Las Vegas's own A1 Barbershop. Located in the heart of the Boulevard Mall to fulfill all of your hair needs. With top-tier barbers such as Slow, artist Cushy Jackson, and Fresco's personal barber Brennan.
Ha ha! Can you hear me out there, world? Can you hear me? Check, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yes, sir. We are back here live on the Fresco Show, folks. Do not forget to give us a call, folks. We've been so tied up in everything. So much going on in this episode. I done been attacked. I done seen the Rogues Gallery pop up in Big Juicy. But we keeping things rolling here, folks. Don't forget to give us a call, because we got someone coming up next, Madam Rice. We bringing someone up next to the table who really needs no introduction, but I'm gonna give it to him anyways. Dude who's been paving the way for Vegas wrestlers with a new formula. I give you former X Division champion and FSW crown, Chris Bay. Ha ha. Yeah. Yeah, put the pictures up, you know. Set it up.
Gotta turn it up.
Gotta turn it up. It's one of the hardest theme songs in the game. Yeah. All right. Ha ha ha. Put my chain back on since I got the Icy Man coming up here. Yeah. Ha ha ha. What's going on, Mr. Bay? How are you feeling here tonight, my man? Yep. Yeah. That's it.
I'm new to this stuff.
My God, what's going on, man? Hell yeah. Finally, I got Chris Bay on the Fresco Show.
Yeah.
What's going on?
What's happening? Very glad to be here, bro.
Excellent, man. Excellent, man.
Thank you for having me.
Man, you look great, man. How, you feeling good, bro?
Yeah.
Feeling good, man.
Like $1,000,000.
Feeling good, man. I got a little, if you don't mind, man. I see you like wine. You want a little drink, man?
Hey, man. Pull me up.
All right.
Pull me up, bro.
All right, there it is. I'm pull you up, son.
I can pull myself up if you want.
Okay,
I don't know. You're the host.
Here's a double cup.
The host.
You know what I'm saying? Double cup.
I like double cups too.
Double cup.
It's an illusion, mainly.
It's the
illusion.
It's an aesthetic feel. You know what I'm saying? Aesthetic feel. You feel better about having your drink because you got protection extra.
Yeah.
Matter of fact.
Double yours. Oh, see, you almost was able to. Yeah, let's see what we got over here.
Man, so this theme song, man, like, did one of your homies like hook this up, or did you make this, or what's going on with this?
Yeah, so the song One Shot, it's made by T Sliz, Global Sliz, that is. He is one of my closest friends from back in Virginia.
Excellent.
He's an engineer, very talented, graduated from Full Sail University. And my music journey, I was looking for a good engineer, and me and him linked in like 2013. And from there till I moved out to Vegas in 2016, I just was doing all my music with him.
Wow.
And when it came time for me to start working television things, instead of giving me generic track 22, that doesn't fit me, because you know how important an entrance is.
Absolutely,
it's
very important.
It's key. So I remember listening to his album, and that's the intro to his album, Magico. And as soon as I heard it, I was like, this could be a good entrance theme song. And then I played it back again, and naturally I was just like, hold on. I think I'm feeling something here. So I hit him up, and he gave me the blessings, and since then, everything has just felt perfect.
Excellent, man. You know, I noticed that was really different from the moment you walked on to Impact Wrestling. You notice some guys will get, you know, whatever they have at the vault for things, but yours was very unique. I'm like, oh, man. And also very cool that you were able to have someone you grew up with, someone you had, you know, a relationship with, actually come up with you with the theme song, too, man. That's always complete circle, folks.
Yeah.
We got the triple crown winner here. We got the former FSW champion here.
Yeah.
You know, your story is just documented, but we can go more into it. You know, you have always envisioned yourself in some form or way entertaining the crowd.
100%. Yeah.
Rather it's through music, which you've done. You have albums out. You've done music since what, like 07?
I dropped my first project publicly in 2010, but I made my first mixtape on an actual CD. You know, them days on the cassette gimmicks. When I was 6 years old.
Oh, whoa, yeah. 6! Wow, yeah. 6! Wow. So you've always had a knack for being in front of the camera. You know what? You know what's funny? You know what's a real crossover? Because when I was a kid, I watched also a lot of belt review videos. Yeah. And I came across you years ago. You know, you were reviewing one of the belts you had, and I look at a guy who I look at now, Hazard F5 guy I watch now, and I'm like, oh man, these two are homies. So they was in the little communication game as far as title belts concerned. I mean, you always pictured it, but when you envision yourself years down the road, holding titles for real, what was going through your mind of what it would take to get there?
Man, it was the hardest thing to ever envision coming from where I come from. A lot of people don't get to live their dreams where I'm from, and where a lot of us are from, you know what I'm saying? To be real. And for me, doing those YouTube videos and doing these belt reviews and connecting with wrestling fans on the internet was all I had, because I didn't have friends around me who really liked wrestling or wanted to pursue wrestling. So for me, it was, being in this class like, damn, when is it going to be 2:45? I'm trying to go home and shoot this video and go online and talk to people like Shane and, Hazard F5 and talk to all these other people and just talk about wrestling. The one time a year WWE would come to, DC, close enough in the area, I get to go to shows. This is the one time a year I get to be, just surrounded by wrestling fans. So for me, that was just my escape. Now, I always wanted to do it. Did I know I was going to make it happen? I don't know whether I truly believed it because of how much doubt was put in my mind because of my size, all the just limitations coming from where we're from. There's no school over there, so it's like, oh, what, you're gonna move somewhere and go do it? Sure. And how you gonna survive? So all that stuff was kind of making me be like, damn, you're right. How am I gonna survive? How am I gonna make it happen? And then one day, I just had to really make it happen. Circumstances happened in my life where I realized that time was of the essence, and made it happen. And now it's just a reality, because going back was not ever an option for me. Once I started, I like to say I put my back against the wall so I could do it or do it. Like, I just gave myself no option.
Do it or do it. I'm like, damn, that's tight. I'm looking at how you've been doing things. 'Cause, as a wrestler in this game too, we see who all before us is and how they've done it. The way you've done it hasn't really been done before. Yeah. Usually when we ask our teachers and mentors, when do you think I'm ready? They'll say, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years. Mm-hmm. And you'll know by then if you're ready to get signed or not. Right. You did this in 3. Yeah. You did this in 3. You shattered the stethoscope of what it takes to kind of get to that level of timetable. Yeah. I just got to ask, man, was there any extra motivation besides what you've already explained to put that process not only quicker but more efficiently for your career?
The main thing was just that there's no, for me, I never saw it as I got to do this for 10, 12, 15 years before something really breaks. You know, like I didn't see it like that before. I just knew I needed to do it. And then as my time was progressing, I realized that all the goals I was setting for myself, I was achieving way quicker than I could imagine. Like my first year, I think I was like, I want to compete for, you know, in 3 championship matches. Not even win, just compete in 3 championship matches. And then I competed in 3 maybe by like 4 or 5 months in, and I was like, And then before the year was out, I won my first championship, and I was like, well, that was going to be next year's goal, like to win a championship. So the next year I was like, well, now I'm going to set these different goals and then smash through those goals. And then it just got to a point where I feel like 2018, or as I call 2018, I feel like when I got to that point, Scorpio Sky, I remember one time he had asked me, he was like, 2018's almost over. What are you going to do next year? And I was like, that was kind of when it hit me. And I was like, I don't know, get signed. And I said that, and I was like, well, that has to be it. That has to be the next level of where I hit. So I always set these random goals and then just grinded as fast as I could towards them. But I just felt like the proof is in progression. And if I was progressing, then I should only keep progressing and keep striving for things that are going to make me better. And in TV and a contract, it's not just exposure, but it's going to make you better. It's going to make you all-around great performer. When we watch wrestling, we watch television. We watch the people we see on TV. When you see those people are called professionals for a reason. They're the best of the best. So if I'm going to work with the best of the best, I'm going to learn from the best of the best, and we'll be able to pick up the best knowledge and become the best level performer and bring that back and teach the next crop.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you ever have like a pinch me moment where you were like, whoa, like this is really happening, or like when was that for you?
I think I had a lot of those. I think the first one I remember was the tag titles. You know, my first championship at FSW. Me and Nino Black defeating the 86ers, the Whirlwind Gentlemen, Remy and Jack, and that was just like, I remember immediately calling my mom on FaceTime and crying, you know, because I remember 6 or 7 months earlier I sold my last belt in my collection. And I remember being at the post office before I put it in the box, and I remember thinking, one day I'm going to win one of these. Like, one day I will win one of these. And, you know, to do it by the end of the year was gnarly. And I just came back from my first injury, too. So that was just like another scarce thing, you know, first year in, get a small injury, and you're just like, damn, this is really real. And then the second time, I think, was when I got to wrestle one of my heroes, John Morrison. You know, here I am, standing across the ring from him. Here I am showing up, first of all, in the building that day. It's supposed to be in a 5-way scramble for the No Limits Championship. And instead, it's like, okay, you're going to be in the tournament for the Mecca Grand Championship. You're going to face Scorpio Sky in the first round, which I faced Sky a couple times. So at this point, I was like, okay, cool, you know, put Sky over. That's, you know, done this before. And he's like, yeah, but then you're up, and then you're in the main with Cage and Morrison. And I'm just like, okay, well. So I just remember, like, standing across from Morrison and like looking in this man's eyes and just thinking, like, you don't understand how many times I've looked at you in this same matter through a roaming camera or a hard camera on the other end of the TV, or how many times I was playing with your action figures as a kid, or how many times you were the first person I chose to play with in a video game, and now I'm looking you in the eye and like, this is real right now. Like, it was the most calm I've ever been in the wrestling ring, because it was just, I know him so well. He don't even know how well I know him. So I'm just like, bro, anything you're gonna do to me, I can see coming a mile away, man. Like, I've emulated it a million times. It was just like, pinch me. Did it happen? Sent my mom the picture after, like, hey, remember when you took me to meet him when I was 10 years old? I just wrestled him. Like, this is real.
Yeah, it's real. It's real, man. The way you've been able to handle things during your era here in Vegas has been something to kind of really look at and kind of behold, no pun intended. We fast forward. You're killing on the independents at this point. You're all over places like Championship Wrestling Hollywood, Best of the West, many other spots, East Coast spots, so, you know, are getting you back. When did you know in your soul that you were ready to not only get signed to a major, but to make an immediate impact on that roster?
I think after the first time, It was at the end of 2018. That's when I really felt it because, I wrestled John. Before wrestling John, wrestling Sky, and then earlier in the year wrestling triple threat matches like against Sky and Kenny King. Like being in there at the time they were both Ring of Honor champions, and then me in there wrestling guys like Karrion Kross, people young upstarts like Austin Theory.
Yeah.
I was in the ring all that year. People like Swerve, Strickland or Scott.
The show.
Being in the ring was just all these people who were next up and or already up, and then being able to have these quality matches with them, I was like, okay. And then wrestling for Impact the first time in November of 2018, I was just like, okay, well, I just did this. I just wrestled all these people. A lot of these people, when I thought about it, Austin Aries at the time, I was like, a lot of these people that are on their roster at Impact, I've worked with already.
Yeah.
So now it's like, okay, let me work with them on TV. Let me establish this character. Because when you're doing the indies, and I know for you, you've mastered this better than I did at least, but the art of having a character and having congruity with your character. Because a lot of times on the indies, you just show up and it's like, oh, you're going to face this person. There's no real story.
Yeah.
You show up at another place, you're going to face this person. There's no real story. So it's hard to just get your character over or keep a consistent storyline that people can follow. So for me, I was like, okay, I've shown that I can wrestle. I've shown that I can wrestle against a lot of the best. Now let me show that I can be a character. Now let me show that I can, entertain from the other side of the aspect. Because we all know if I'm in the ring, I'm going to have a solid match. You're going to see me wrestle. Now get a chance to see me talk. Get a chance to see me interact, do these segments. I wanted that for my own personal growth, and I felt like I was ready to take that jump.
Excellent, man. Excellent. I'm looking at that and seeing what you've been able to do. Actually, we'll get into the Impact stuff. So you go to Impact, and I watch Impact every week, and I'm seeing your character really kind of shine out. I feel like you've, just like you have everywhere else, kind of took leaped some steps over. You know what I'm saying? Because we just seen you in a world title match a few weeks ago on the same night that you debut for New Japan Pro Wrestling. And what I noticed that you did that was very key is you made sure everyone knew about it. You made sure everyone knew about it because it was a big moment and everyone bought in. And that was pretty much your weekend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty much your weekend. You took over that weekend, and you showed that. And it's funny, too, because I listen to a lot of different podcast people. And it's always funny hearing other guys talk about our guys and talking about you. They'll be like, "Oh man, this Chris Bay guy, man, he's the future. He's talent." I'm like, wow, like, because you always hope that crossover where the other reviewers get a look at you. I'm like, oh, this guy, Chris Bay. Yeah. And now with everything going on with the AEW Impact collaboration, I feel like more and more eyes are looking at you as as a shining prospect over at Impact. So I got to say, man, you really know how to work that. If people ever say something about your character, just look what you did last week with Manic and Rohit. That was an ultimate finesse, to say so. How did you come up with a gimmick like that?
I think it was a combination of a couple of things. First of all, you need the catchphrase, right? So when I came up with the idea of the Ultimate Finesser, it was somewhere in the middle of 2018, and I was having triple threat matches, a lot of multi-man scenarios, and I was learning to, pun intended, finesse around these opponents. And I remember uploading one clip and titling it on YouTube, The Ultimate Finesser. And I remember looking at it a couple times and being like, that's got a cool ring to it. So I remember saying it a couple of times. And then maybe in the summertime, I won the Best of the West championship. And the idea was that, these two people were feuding for the championship. I had nothing to do with the scenario, but for some reason I got a title match. And I came in and I won the title match. And I became the champion. And for me, it was like, okay, yeah, all I need is one shot. And this is the Ultimate Finesser. This is any scenario you put me in, it's believable that I'll be able to just come out on top no matter whether I was supposed to be there or not. And then being such a big fan of Eddie Guerrero, for me, I was just like, man, the Ultimate Finesser can kind of be similar to the lie, cheat, and steal thing, where it's
Exactly.
not exactly the copy from it, but it'll be my version of the same type of style, or the modern day version of that, and it just wasn't. It was a phrase that isn't used in wrestling. It's hard to find something that isn't used in wrestling. You have a popular catchphrase that isn't used in wrestling,
right?
And the word finesse, the phrase finesse, the finesser. It hadn't been
kind
done
of foreign in wrestling terms.
Exactly. So I get to be the one to give it that definition, because a lot of people forget that wrestling, we make things cool. We tell people what is cool.
Exactly.
And I'm telling people what finesse is, and I'm giving people a reason to believe that they are the ultimate finesser, because I don't think that's just me. I think that's all of us. We all are the ultimate finessers.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, I just wanted to remind everyone, if you wanted to call in and ask Chris Bay a question, or if you just wanted to call in and talk to him, give us a call.
I'm about to put the number right now on my
yeah.
Don't give us a call, folks, at 702-329-6947, folks. Give us a call, folks. Don't be bashful. Don't be shy. Give us a call and come on by. Chris, you have really helped motivate a lot of us at the training center at FSW. And we got a caller.
There it is.
Coming in right away, folks. What's going on? You are on the Fresco Show. What is your name and where are you from?
Well, first off, I'm calling from Wakanda Studios.
Uh-oh. I know who this is. I think so.
This is he.
This is he.
This is he?
Who?
This Watson?
Oh, Watson.
Yo, what's good?
What's going on?
What's popping, my dreadhead brethren?
Yes, sir.
I was just watching, man, just tuned in and feel me? I just had a question.
What's
for
up?
My boy Chris Bay.
Yeah.
And we all know the talent of Chris Bay, the scintillating and tantalizing in-ring talent.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, I know you've done skateboarding in the past and stuff like that, but have you ever had any history as far as athletics goes in schools or anything like that?
Yeah, that's a great question, and the answer is no. I did not. I played soccer, bro. I played soccer for a season. We went undefeated, not because of me. The team was just really good that I happened to join, and I don't know, man. I never really watched a lot of sports growing up. I watched basketball when I was really young, but I stopped early on. I think for me, what I didn't understand was that I was blind this whole time. I got glasses late in my life, so I think that probably was the reason why I couldn't catch a football or shoot a basketball. But nah, man, I never played anything. I never did anything. I always just wanted to wrestle. So skateboarding was like my first real release, and then I quit skateboarding because I wanted to make sure that my body was going to be healthy enough to pursue wrestling one day. So yeah, I never really got into any sports or athletics. Yeah, nah.
Could you believe that, Watson? Can you believe that Ultimate Finesser here never had like sports like that in high school and stuff? That's hard for me to believe, man. But
I don't believe that.
Ask any of my friends from high school; they'll tell you if they were going out and playing ball or they were going out. The few times I joined them, I wasn't an asset at all, my guy. I was not the guy. Don't ever ask me to come shoot around with you, bro. It's not gonna be pleasant. You're not gonna like my jump shot. I'm gonna miss 9 times out of 10. That one clip we saw on my Instagram, I don't know if you saw it, of me bowling and I hit the strike. I'm gonna tell you right now, true story.
Yeah.
That was finesse, because I was losing the whole game, and I literally handed my boy the phone. I said, "Hey, film this," and that's why I did the dance at the beginning. I was like, "This is gonna be a funny troll. I'm gonna miss and turn around, and I'm gonna think I made it, act like I made it. It's gonna miss completely." And it was a strike. That was finesse. It was the first try of finesse, bro.
That's finesse magic right there, man.
This is real.
That's the finesse magic. Hell yeah, man. It's good to hear from you, Watson, man. I haven't seen you in a minute, man. I miss my faction brethren. Hopefully, we can get things going again soon. You know what I mean?
Miss you too, my guy. Yeah, bro.
Hey,
COVID is the biggest enemy we had all year, but you feel me? Once this gets back to normal, we back on the ball with it.
Oh, yeah. We back.
Y'all up next, man.
Appreciate it, man. We back to stepping on folks like we always do. Yes, sir. All right, Watson. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, bro.
No problem.
And he is Watson.
Let's go.
But you know what? We got a little game real quick, Chris Bay. It is the one-word game. Madam Wright is going to name off some names, and I want you to think of the first word that comes to your mind. Is that cool?
We will try this. This
All
sounds
right.
scary.
All right, let's try.
Sounds scary.
Yeah.
All right. Carrying cross.
Talk. That's the word.
Talk.
All right. Scorpion sky.
Scorpio sky.
Scorpio sky. My bad.
Best.
Ethan Page.
Flom.
Karate Man.
That's Karate Man. That's all ego.
That's Karate Man. All ego.
One of my best friends.
Yeah, this is a good one. FSW.
Home.
That's a good one, man. All right.
Hazard F5.
Legend.
Shogun.
Love her accent. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
You good.
Shogun.
Hilarious.
He's funny as hell.
Nick
You
Cannon is
seen his
hilarious.
memes on Instagram? Laugh every day.
Yeah.
Every day, daily.
Every day. He got a whole new load. I'm like, how do you find all these? I be stealing these screenshots and posting later. Like, what up? I'm pretty funny too.
You better not.
I actually do stealing stuff.
All right. RMB.
Brothers.
Yes.
Knockouts division.
Revolutionary.
Absolutely.
Joe DeFalco.
Smart. Yeah.
Play it safe.
That's one way. That's one word to use.
Smart.
And last topic, Impact World Title.
Destiny.
Destiny. You heard it, folks. Destiny. Destiny. You know, I feel like the way you're coming up right now in the game, the way things are set up in the wrestling world, where everything's kind of connected, you're doing your universe hopping right now.
Yeah.
You know, you're using the platform that you have, and you're letting it spread and cascade on the different elements. I see you always putting in work on the socials every day. It's tireless. I know you guys would like to chill and kind of relax and do his thing, but you stay on business. That does not go unnoticed. I think you're on the track to be the next world champion in the Impact. If they were smart, they'll make that happen at some point. Because Impact has been climbing up the rankings slowly but surely, and they got a gold piece in you, Chris Bay, man. I can tell you right now, we're all very proud of you from FSW, from Vegas in general. We all aspire to do something like that. And truth be told, man, you set the blueprint. When I get up every morning, Fresco show was made partly because I seen how you created your own destiny. I'm like, I gotta create mine.
Got you.
So
this is a lovely thing that you have here. So
appreciate it.
I am so thrilled that you do this. It's great. I'm a supporter. I had to come on here and show love. I appreciate the love you show me, man. It's all about sharing the love, bro.
Absolutely,
and
man.
you have a unlimited amount of potential. You know what I'm saying? So just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
And the sky isn't even the limit. I don't believe that the sky is the limit. I never said that. The sky is not the limit. We go above and beyond, bro. They don't even know what we're actually capable of.
Yeah, hell
That's
yeah.
the truth.
I appreciate you, man. Before we log off, man, is there anything you want to get off to the crowd? Anything you need to say? Anything you want to get off your chest before we head out?
Yeah, this has been one of those experiences that I couldn't help but want to end my year on. This has been a great 2020 in ring for me as a professional wrestling. A very difficult 2020 for the world.
Yeah.
And I'm very blessed and grateful to have had the success that I've had this year, and that a lot of my friends, at least, and family have been safe for the most part.
Yeah.
My prayers go out for everyone who's having a hard time right now, and I want to say just keep on fighting. Keep staying focused on the bigger goal. And if you have these goals and these dreams and these talents that you want to pursue, don't let people discourage you. You can be whatever you want to be in this world. You know, they said I would never make it in pro wrestling, and you know, I made it in pro wrestling, and I'm making it in pro wrestling, and I'm making sure that my guys will make it in pro wrestling. And I want to thank you for having me on here. I hope that someday, you know, maybe in 2021, that you and I can get in the ring together and have an opportunity.
Yes.
You know, it'd be something nice for the hometown here, and you know, I feel like we could have some good work there, and hopefully with what I've learned, I'd be able to maybe give you a few lessons in the art of finesse.
Absolutely.
Courtesy of the ultimate finesser.
You know, Fresco's a student of the game, so, you know, I haven't taken my electives yet for finesse classes, so I'll definitely be enrolled. You know what I mean? I'll definitely be enrolled for that. Always down to learn, folks. For Chris Bay, for Madam Rice, and for the Knocked Out Shade, I am Fresco-matic, folks. We will see you again very, very soon, folks. Don't forget this Friday, we got Crackin' Christmas 2, starring yours truly as the main role, Fresco-matic. Watch how I save Santa and watch how I save Christmas, folks. And that's not fact or opinion, it's the gospel. Ha ha ha. Yeah. We outro. Ha ha. Cut the check.